Here I am in the sanctuary at Wesley. The original part of our church is the sanctuary, and it's now 141 years old. It is a graceful stone building in historic Galt, the centerpiece of Market Square in downtown Cambridge. With buttresses on the walls that support the roof and a steeple reaching to the sky, a reminder that this is a holy place and of a spirituality in the center of life. But the bad news is that over time, our church has experienced a little bit of a middle-age spread as some of the structure holding up the roof has settled. That's a very simplistic way to put it. But as a result, the roof has been pushing out on the walls, threatening their structural integrity. That's the bad news, but there's good news. The congregation has decided to undertake a project to raise funds and to do the repairs. And so we are now in the midst of the Raise the Roof campaign, and we are in the midst of those repairs. The good news is that while the church is closed to the public, this work is going on. I'm up in the balcony, and in a moment you will be able to see tie rods that have just been placed from one side of the sanctuary to another, tying the two sides together. I'm headed now out into the entrance to the balcony, and here there's a ladder which will take us up to the area above the ceiling. See you up there. Here I am coming up into the attic of the Wesley Sanctuary. It's a long way up. There's more than one ladder. And I have Gary Greer from the property committee here with me, who is the person that's showing me around, and he's the knowledge. He's the one that shows me everything and what needs to happen. So here we are upstairs, and there's lots of beams all around us. So the roof is above my head, and then we have the rafters that are here, and then all the major structure. And so down here, these are purlins that kind of run all along, and those are probably about a foot across. And you see the rafters are leaning on those. And then we have these cross braces that are coming up here, and other cross braces, and you can see how they're fastened together. And there's many of these as we walk along this catwalk up here. Moving into the center of the whole sanctuary. The structure of the roof here at Wesley is a heavy timber roof framing. As you can see in the picture, there are many different kinds of beams that are present up here. There's rafters and collar ties, there's trusses and cross braces, there's horizontal beams and purlins which support the rafters in between the trusses. And part of the problem that we've encountered here is that some of the ties that bind were not binding as well as they should have. Cracks had appeared in beams, suggesting that there were some stresses which needed to be corrected, and sometimes that had meant that hardwood dowels fastening beams together had been sheared off. Sometimes those plates holding the ends of beams were no longer holding them, and as a result, the roof, the sides were pushing out, and the top was pulling down, creating a bow in the roof. And in the center of all of this structure is the king post. And the king post had begun to sag. And that king post was really holding up the ceiling for the sanctuary. It was part of the structure that held up it. And so it was in danger of this ceiling letting go. Its health had been ignored as we had continued on our merry way for years, oblivious to the fact that there were problems that were starting to happen. It needed our attention and our nurture in order to fulfill its purpose. So I've been thinking about all of these beams fastened together, and thinking about the connections between one and another, how they support each other. And thinking about that we're like that as a community as well, supporting each other and working together. Just like these beams are connected and supporting each other.